My name is Shiloh, and I spent 8 years married to a man who waited until I was at my lowest to take everything I owned. I found out I was sick on a Tuesday. Stage 2, treatable, but I needed surgery fast. Darian held my hand in the hospital parking lot and told me we'd get through it together. 3 weeks later, while I was recovering, he handed me divorce papers at the kitchen table. "I can't do this anymore," he said, not looking at me. "I'm sorry, but I can't." Can't do what? My voice was barely there. The incision still hurt when I talked. "Darian, I'm still healing." "That's exactly it. This is who you are now. Sick. Tired all the time. I didn't sign up for this version of you." His mother, Carol, was there. She stood by the counter with her arms crossed. "You need to be realistic, Shiloh," Carol said. "My son has a life ahead of him. He can't be your caretaker." "I'm not asking him to be my caretaker. I'm asking him to be my husband." "Well, he's made his choice." Carol tapped the papers. "You should sign these. Darian's being very fair." I was too exhausted to fight. The medical bills were piling up, and I couldn't think straight on the medication. Darian's lawyer, Preston, showed up 2 days later. "These just formalize what you both agreed to," Preston said. "The house goes to Darian since he's been covering the mortgage. The business account gets split, but you'll take the debt since your side venture caused the losses." "What losses?" I asked. "The boutique was breaking even." "According to these records, you were 3 months behind on supplier payments." Preston pushed a folder toward me. "Darian's been covering it out of pocket." I looked at Darian. He was staring at his phone. "That's not true," I said. "I have the statements." "Where?" Darian finally looked up. "Show me." I couldn't. Everything was in his office, on his computer. "I'll get them," I said weakly. "Or you could just sign this and move on," Carol said. "Stop dragging this out." My sister Liv called that night. "Don't sign anything," she said. "Get your own lawyer." "I can't afford one. The insurance only covered part of the surgery." "Then stall. Tell him you need time." But I didn't stall. I signed the papers a week later because Darian told me if I didn't, he'd file for full assets and I'd end up with nothing. I believed them. 2 months after the divorce was finalized, Darian married Paige. She was 26, worked as a dental hygienist, and moved into my house the same week I moved into a 1-bedroom apartment. Liv found out through Facebook. "He was seeing her during your marriage," Liv said over the phone. "There are pictures from last year. Shiloh, he was planning this." "I know." "Then why aren't you doing something?" "Like what? I signed everything away." "Then get proof. Stop being a victim." Our mutual friend Nessa called me a few weeks later. "I wanted to check in," Nessa said carefully. "See how you're doing." "I'm fine." "Darian says you're struggling, that you're not handling things well." "Darian says that?" "He's worried about you. He thinks you might need help. Therapy, maybe." I laughed. It came out bitter. "Did he tell you he cleaned out my business account? Did he mention he hid supplier payments so I'd look incompetent?" Silence. "Nessa?" "I don't want to be in the middle of this," she said quietly. "You both have your versions. I'm just trying to stay neutral." She hung up. That's when I realized Darian hadn't just taken my assets. He'd taken my credibility too. I tried to restart the boutique, but Darian had gutted the accounts. Suppliers wanted payment up front. Joel, my former business partner, called when he heard I was trying to salvage things. "I'm sorry, Shiloh," Joel said, "but I can't invest right now. Darian reached out to me last month. He said you'd mismanaged funds, that you were unreliable." "And you believed him?" "He showed me documents, bank statements with your signature. It looked bad." "Those were for medical expenses. He knew that." Joel was quiet. I'm really sorry, but the damage is done. The suppliers won't work with you now. The boutique closed 3 months after the divorce. 6 years of work, gone. My mom had a stroke on a Saturday morning. I found her on the bathroom floor. The hospital social worker was blunt. She'll need full-time care. Do you have long-term care insurance for her? No. Savings? Assets you can liquidate? No. The social worker looked at her tablet. Then we'll have to place her in a state facility. The waiting list is about 6 weeks. Liv flew in for 2 days. We stood in the hospital hallway outside Mom's room. This is because of him, Liv said. If you had the house, the business account, anything, we could afford private care. I know. What are you going to do about this? What can I do? The divorce is final. Then make him pay another way. Find proof. Ruin him the same way he ruined you. With what resources? Then survive smarter. Stop being a victim. Mom was transferred to the state facility 4 weeks later. I visited 3 times a week and watched my mother fade. That's when something shifted in me. Not hope, just cold, patient clarity. I started paying attention. I drove past the house and watched Darian's life. He'd bought a new truck. Paige posted photos from vacations. He'd opened a gym franchise downtown, with money that should have been split between us. Nessa called again. How's your mom? She asked. She's in a state facility. I can't afford anything better. God, Shiloh, I'm so sorry. Darian wouldn't mention it. Why would he? He's too busy spending my money. That's not fair. He's doing well because he's working hard. The gym's taking off. Where'd he get the capital, Nessa? Pause. I don't know. Investors, I guess. No investors. He used the business account. The one he said was empty because of my mismanagement. It wasn't empty. He drained it after I signed the papers, then told everyone I'd already destroyed it. You don't know that. Yes, I do. I pulled records. The account had $48,000 the day before the divorce was finalized. 3 days later, it was empty. That money went straight into an LLC under his name. Nessa was quiet. Why are you telling me this? Because I need you to stop being neutral. I need you to pick a side. She hung up, but I'd planted the seed. Joel called me a month later. Did Darian forge your signature on supplier contracts? What? I'm being sued. 3 vendors say I owe them for orders that were never paid. But the orders have your signature. I never placed them. You never placed them. So who did? My heart started pounding. When were they dated? Last year, right around the time you were sick. I wasn't working then. Darian was handling everything. He had access to all my accounts. So he could have ordered supplies under your name, never paid for them, and let the debt fall on you and me? Yes. Joel swore. This is fraud. I'm taking this to my lawyer. I can't afford a lawyer. Then get one who works on contingency. Because if he did this to us, he's done it to other people. I started digging. I called every vendor, every supplier. 4 of them had similar stories. Forged orders, unpaid invoices. Then Darian's gym partner called me. Marcus had invested early and was now 3 months behind on returns. Your ex-husband told me you were unstable, Marcus said. That you'd tanked a business. That's why I invested with him instead of you. He lied. Yeah, I'm starting to see that. He's 3 months behind on payments. Money's going somewhere and it's not into the business. Where's it going? I think he's funneling it. He bought a boat last month. Meanwhile, I'm not seeing a dime, and the gym's equipment is falling apart. What are you going to do? Pull my investment? File a complaint? You want in on this? What do you mean? I mean, if we coordinate, we can hit him from multiple sides, all at once. He can't fight all of us. I said yes. Over the next 2 months, everything fell apart for Darian. Joel's lawyer filed fraud charges. 3 vendors sued. Marcus pulled his investment and reported financial discrepancies to the State Business Commission. Paige called me. "You're destroying his life," she said. She was crying. "He made mistakes, okay? But you're being vindictive." "I'm not jealous." "Then what do you call this? He's losing the gym. We might lose the house. My house. It's not your house anymore. You signed it away. Because he lied. Because he manipulated me when I was sick. Because he stole from me and from everyone else stupid enough to trust him. He loved you. He was trying to help you. He helped himself. To my money, my business, my credibility. And when people started asking questions, he made me look crazy so no one would believe me. That's not love. That's calculation." She hung up. 2 weeks later, Paige stopped posting pictures with Darian. Nessa finally called me back. "I talked to Carol about what you told me. The business account, the forged signatures, all of it." "What did she say?" "She said you were lying. But then I asked her how Darian afforded the gym, and she got defensive. That made me think." "And?" "And I'm sorry. I should have believed you from the start." The State Business Commission launched an investigation. Darian tried to call me twice. I didn't answer. He left voicemails. The first was angry. The second was different. "Shiloh, please. We need to talk. This is getting out of hand. I know you're upset, but we can fix this." I deleted both messages. 6 months later, Darian's gym closed permanently. Marcus settled his lawsuit. The house went into foreclosure. Paige left him after finding out about 2 other women, the same pattern he'd used with me. Joel's fraud case settled. I got a check for $18,000, enough to move Mom to a better facility. She recognized me again most days. Carol called me. "You've destroyed my son," she said. "Your son destroyed himself. He's lost everything. His business, his marriage, his home. He's living in a rented room. Are you happy now?" "No, I'm not happy. I'm just less destroyed than I was." "You're a bitter, small person. You couldn't handle the divorce like an adult, so you tore him apart." "I didn't turn anyone against him. I told the truth. Other people made their own choices based on what he did to them." "He made mistakes." "He committed fraud. He stole from me, from Joel, from his investors. He lied to vendors and forged documents. Those aren't mistakes. That's who he is." Carol was silent. "He's my son." "And I was his wife. He didn't care about that when he took everything from me while I was recovering from surgery." She hung up. Darian tried one more time. He showed up at the facility where Mom was staying. He looked different, thinner, tired. The truck was gone. "Can we talk?" he asked when I walked past him. "No." "5 minutes, please. I just want to explain." "Explain what? How you stole from me? How you manipulated me when I was sick?" "I panicked. I didn't know what to do. You were sick and I was scared and I made bad choices. But I never meant for things to go this far." "You meant every single thing you did. You planned it. You waited until I couldn't fight back and then you took everything." "I'm sorry." "I don't care." "Shiloh, please. I have nothing left. No one will hire me. My credit's destroyed. I can't even get an apartment. I need help." "You should have thought about that before you decided I was disposable." I walked past him. He didn't follow. I watched through the window as he sat in his car before driving away. Inside, Mom was awake. She smiled when she saw me. "How are you feeling?" I asked. "Tired, but better. This place is nicer. How did you afford it?" "I got some money back, from the divorce." She squeezed my hand. "Good. You deserved that." I stayed with her for an hour. When I left, the parking lot was empty. Darian was gone. The house was gone. But I was still here, still standing. Nessa texted me that night. Darian's moving out of state. Thought you should know. I didn't respond. I went back the next day. Mom was more alert, asking about my plans. I'm thinking about starting over, I said. Maybe a different kind of business. You'll figure it out, she said. You always do. As I was leaving, one of the nurses stopped me. She was younger, maybe mid-20s. I'm sorry to bother you, she said, but I overheard you and your mom talking yesterday about your ex-husband. Okay? My sister's going through something similar. Her husband's been pressuring her to sign papers while she's dealing with postpartum depression. He says it's just to simplify their finances, but I don't trust him. She won't listen to me. I looked at her. She was scared. Tell your sister to get her own lawyer, I said. Don't sign anything without independent review. And if he's pushing her while she's vulnerable, that's exactly when she needs to push back hardest. The nurse nodded. Thank you. I walked to my car, and for the first time in over a year, I felt something close to peace. Not happiness, not closure. Just the quiet certainty that I'd survived something designed to break me, and I'd made sure the person who tried couldn't do it to anyone else. But here's what I keep wondering. If someone's drowning, and they're pulling you under with them, at what point does letting go stop being selfishness and start being survival?